Well, speaking of things that are, growing,
Strange.
apparently, uh, things are very strange and growing in the world of Playmates. So, Playmates Toys,
They
if you're
are.
not familiar, they are the toy company that started this whole Turtles thing. They made the toys, and then that led to the cartoon and all this stuff like that. And, the comic started it all, but nevertheless. And they were instrumental in a lot of our childhoods with a bunch of other toys, but mostly Turtles. And they have released a teaser image. Now, we got this information from our good friends at toynewseye.com, who's an excellent resource for toy news information. And they had made a post over there saying that on Target's website, it is listed. There's an image here. Let me actually get the image up for you real quick. Oh, it's so tiny. Let me make it bigger, if you will. And there's this image on. Okay, there we go. It came into view.
It looks like a business card.
It totally looks like a business card. Like they're ready to have free lunch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this was on this was on Target's website, and it says coming soon: Netflix, Stranger Things, Friday, July 8th. Stranger Things X TMNT collabs from Playmates revealed, and that's all it says. So. The rest of the information on the site, or at least what's going around, is being said to that these are going to be available for pre-order on Friday, July 8th at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. No images were made available besides this business card. And that's all we've got for this little bit of this little snippet of news. But nevertheless, it's a lot to think about, because Stranger Things is huge, and this is in line with what Playmates has been doing with the Turtles license. If you've not been aware, they started it with, if I'm not mistaken, they started it with the Karate Kid, the Cobra Kai stuff, and then they are now, which you can still find collecting dust on at your local Targets. Then they can, then they're going to be putting out their Street Fighter collabs that we talked about on a previous episode of 6 to Midnight News, and now they've got this now. I've got a couple questions, and I'm presumably it's going to be a 2-pack. I'm assuming it's going to be. First of all, let's start there, Ryan. You probably agree with me, right? That this is going to be in line 2-packs, one Stranger Thing, one Turtle, right?
Yes, because they will repackage those sculpts again.
They will. Those classics.
They will ride again. You know what I mean? Save your NECA sculpt dollars. You know what I'm saying? They're going to come back, boys. When I saw this headline on the news on Facebook, I thought for just a second, I thought it was NECA.
Oh yeah,
and because the X thing, and I was like, Stranger Things or TMNT X Stranger Things. I was like, dude, that's crazy. Oh my God, those sculpts. And then I go, wait.
Yeah,
that's right.
No.
Because I funny enough, I don't know if it was Playmates figures or not, but actually figures getting released a little early is what spoiled a lot of the stuff for the current season of Stranger Things.
Oh yeah.
So what you may see is repackaging of that into these figures. All I'll say is this: if I am interested to see the color alt on the Turtles for this, if they do something different, if it's got a different look, then it could be, if you have not gotten into these Playmates Turtle sculpts that are now over 10 years old, then like it could be your hop-in point, and the Stranger Things figures could look cool. Unfortunately, with Cobra Kai and Street Fighter and stuff, we talked about how, frankly, the paint apps require, not that the sculpts are totally awful, but that the paint apps require a little bit of love if you're really going to be looking for that next level on the paint. That being said, I don't hate anything, I guess, that pairs up the TMNT with a property that's got wind at its back. That's fine. But
I think it's a great pairing. But yeah, I'm curious.
I think it's fine. I think it just needs the what the turtles look like are going to be a big deal.
It's going to be a huge deal. Now, I think they're definitely going to include soft goods like they did with the Cobra Kai figures because they came with a gi.
Yeah.
There's going to be some slight repaints, but these are going to be turtles that are dressed like the 80s. I'm almost certain they are. Or they might just do like a black and white thing. They might, like, if they don't do, like, see that, but that leads to the other question. Are they going to do that? Are they going to bring you like the kids, like, you know, the protagonist?
Yeah.
Or are they going to give you the
antagonists? Who they'll pair it with, because I know that they have figures of the kids, and Hopper was a figure that they sold as well. I don't want to say Playmates because I don't know if it was Playmates that actually made those sculpts.
I don't think it was.
I want to say they were at 3-inch scale, actually. The ones that like blew everybody out with the spoilers.
Yeah,
like Hopper, for example. Like the fact that Hopper like was alive was spoiled literally by a toy,
right?
That had him with a shaved head and like in like stuff, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
cool. I guess he's alive now.
Alive, yeah.
Looking like that.
It was probably a 5-inch line, but I can't think of who it would have been. It might have been Funko or it might have been NECA, but I don't know. But I can't remember. I remember the story. I remember people being like really upset about the fact that, or at least the industry was that they had leaked those things. But
Funko had some. McFarlane did a run. There's Chief Hopper. I believe it was.
It might have been Super
Funko.
7 too. They apparently they've done some possibly.
Bandai was the one that blew everybody out.
That's right, because I guess Figure Arts does them or something. Yeah.
Bandai had the season 4 figures that they put out, and Hopper, shaved head Hopper, was the one that like blew everybody out. Spoiler wise, into the new season.
Dang.
So that's what I'm seeing. McFarlane also did a smaller scale that had like classic J cards that looked like they were like old school, like action figures that were, I believe 5-inch,
right?
And stuff like that. They did like hangers, which were pretty retro. And then so anyway, so we have not seen Playmates Stranger Things to my knowledge.
No.
So that's gonna be a thing to see.
That is,
and I really hope that the paint apps come back together. I'm worried now. If they black and white these turtles, though, what's your level of interest?
See, I as I've mentioned before, I don't hate the sculpt of the classics, the Playmates Classics turtles. I enjoy the ones I've got.
They're great.
The only thing I don't like are the articulated fingers.
Yes,
and I think I can do with the toes. The toes are fine, and
sure,
that's fine. Everything else is pretty neat. It's different because they're bigger, they're huge, as far as their shell and their chest area. So that's really cool. But so in that regard, like having like proper black and white, like it depends on the quality that they run with it. But I would definitely be interested at them and look at them, maybe pick them up in the store and like weigh my options in my mind, and just have a crisis of whether or not I want to spend this $1 million because now toys are mad expensive now. But yeah, like that's definitely something that I think would be a really cool thing because it would go in tandem with the upside down a little bit. You know how it's the grayscale and kind of things like that. So I could see that.
Yeah, no, dude, I could see them being or like having like a black and white, but more like a blue hue to them. Because that's how you look in the upside down. Everything's kind of blue,
right?
And like hazy. I could see that, like where it was almost ghostly. That would look badass.
That would.
So there's a lot of stuff about this, but I mean, call me Missouri. You know what I'm saying? you have to show me these sculpts and these paint apps and let me see. You know what I mean? Call me Missouri on this one. Speaking of another thing that you are going to have to show me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking
I know
like
what you're saying.